Hello friends, welcome back to yet another important video on MCO01, and this is about conflict. Okay, very important chapter for MCO01. And first you must remember these 2 points when you write the definition of conflict, right? So it is a disagreement among the individuals or organization. Disagreement, that means the people are not agreed to certain task or certain goal, right? And the second thing is a person feels that his goal is blocked by another person or party or organization. Clear? So it is a feeling. Okay, so that is the source of conflict, right? So this is about definition. Let's see what are the different types of conflict. Again, 3 types. One is task conflict, relationship conflict, and process conflict. As the name implies, task means work. Okay, so any type of work or the working conditions of the organization which produces conflict, so that is termed as task conflict. That means this conflict is directly related to the task, the role. Fine. Relationship is the interrelation between the two individuals or colleagues or employees or employee and manager. So if there are any misunderstanding or disagreement between them, that is termed as relationship conflict. And third one is process conflict. It arises due to the processes, the procedure in which we do work. It may relate to working conditions. If the working conditions are not good, the conflict may arise, or the places where they work, the employees may involve into conflicts. So these are related to the process, the procedure in which the work is done. So this is about types of conflict, and the next is how conflict is formed. Now this is very important. Clear? So how conflict is developed among the people. So there are 4 stages of the development. The first stage is called antecedent stage. Okay. This is also termed as the source stage. Okay, from where the conflict starts. Okay, the source of the conflict. For example, if an employee he doesn't have sufficient materials to do a particular work. Okay, suppose if you are given to write to do some writing work, okay, and you don't have pencil and pen, so how will you write? So the conflict arises. Clear? So that's the source. Now in the second step, you perceive or feel that conflict. That means you take in that situation which was produced in stage 1 into your mind mentally. Okay, now you are being emotional when you feel that you don't have pen and pencil to write. Okay, so you have taken that mentally in the second stage. In the third stage, you will try to respond. Okay, if you feel that someone is blocking your way, you will try to react. You will try to block his way. So it is a sort of reaction in the third stage where the fighting starts. Okay, so this is also, I have termed this as action reaction stage, where you have felt that the person has done something to you and you will take revenge of him. So that is the third stage. And the last one is consequences. As you know, all the conflicts have very bad consequences, but as far as organization point of view is concerned, all the conflicts are not bad. All the conflicts are not negative. They may be positive also. They produces positive result for the organization. Okay friends, let's move on to the next topic, that is levels of conflicts. And this particular topic has tried in the exams many times. And as you can see here, there are 3 types of levels of conflicts: intrapersonal, interpersonal, and interorganizational conflict. Okay, now as the name implies, intrapersonal, that means something which is happening within the individual or organization. Okay, so that is intrapersonal. And here generally 2 types of conflicts takes place here. One is goal conflict and the role conflict. If the individuals are confused about the goal, like what is the goal that needs to be achieved by a certain person, if that is not clear, so this conflict may arise between 2 or more individuals. Then role. What is the role? What will be if the role of each employee is not specified? Okay, what a particular employee has to do and what is expected of him, So that can produce role conflict. Let's come to interpersonal. This type of conflict generally takes place between two or more individuals. Okay, this is external, and here there may be personal differences. If there are there are some differences, there is some disagreement between two individuals on informations or ideas or opinions, so that may produce personal differences. Then lack of information. If one party doesn't know about a particular event and the other knows, so they may have conflict while doing a particular work. Then there may be environmental stress. Okay, so if like this type of conflict arises when the individual have conflict with the environment, the society, the culture. Okay, so these are the basic three types of interpersonal conflicts. Now next is inter-organizational or group conflict. And as the name implies here, the conflict is between individual and organization. Okay, this conflict was totally based on individual. This is individual to individual and this is individual to organization. Here there may be task interdependence, like there are, all the departments of an organization are interrelated. That means one department may seek information from other department. So it is in that way it is dependent on other departments for informations. And if the other department fails to deliver that information in time, the conflict may arise. So that is task interdependence. Then there may be task confusion. If the role is not specified for a particular department or individual, this conflict may arise. And reward system. So this is also a major system. If suppose a reward or award has been kept for doing a particular work, and if certain individual a person achieves that target and gets the reward, so that will produce a negative impression on other employees. Okay, so that may also produce conflict. So